Also I want to ask you because I know a lot of people have been asking about this. What's up with the Francis Ngannou situation? Would you be open to fighting Francis Ngannou? Would that be something that would you be interested in?
Oh man, most definitely, most definitely. You know, I love Francis. You know, when I met him at the Apex up in Vegas, man, he had good spirit, good energy. I mean, and we was talking about it during we was talking about it during that time, man. I'm still interested in that fight, man. I would love to go to Africa for that. I would love to do that one in Africa. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And
So
if
you
he's
and him have
looking ready,
already
I
had a
able to.
so you and him have already had a
What's that?
discussion about that fight.
Oh yeah, for sure, a long time ago.
Wow.
That's when he was with Dana. Man, you know, I mean, me and Dana said, I mean, talked about it. You know what I mean? And I told him, you know, just you know, when he brought the idea to me, you know, the whole saying is if it makes dollar make sense, and that's all they need to know. So, you know, I know he's doing his own thing, and you know, I'm proud of him for following his heart. You know, doing what he got to, you know, what he feel.
Hey, Champ. So you said the first initial conversation about you fighting Francis was initiated by Dana White himself, or was it
Yeah,
that you and
yeah,
Francis talking?
yeah, Dana himself. Yeah, Dana himself. Yeah, I talked to Dana himself. So
Wow.
that's when his first, you know, was you know talked about and stuff like that. So you know, I'm very interested in it. You know, if he want to do it, he want to do a showdown and get some people some good fights, and uh, and let's do it, man. I love to go over there to the continent and do it. I
And
mean,
you want to do it
or
in Africa?
wherever. So you
Okay.
know, holler at me, baby.
That's
Holler
gonna
at
be
me if you
big.
want to dance with me. Let's get these people something to see.
uh,
Holler.
uh, uh, Look, man, I'm excited about that fight. I think, like Cece said yesterday, she said it would be like Superman versus Black Adam. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Hey,
Uh,
speaking of that,
that gonna be a marble fight right there. You got the two big black superheroes, man. That should be nice. I,
yeah,
Yeah.
I love to do it. I love to do it, man. You know, I think it'll be great. I mean, it feels good to do so. You know what I mean? I even thought about this idea though. I was like, all right, shit, let's make it a two fight deal. But
Oh, that's
you know,
wild.
everybody always come to boxing. Let's do this. You come to my shit, so I come to yours.
oh, damn.
You know what I'm
woo
saying?
wee.
You
See,
feel me?
So you interested in doing the
A,
MMA too?
a duet of you come to my house, I come to yours.
You a- you a-
man,
you a-
y'all
you
gonna
a-
make
you an animal, champ.
A
You an
true,
animal.
a true.
Hey, whack. Hey, yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? So I want to talk about an interview that I saw on Trill Boxing Talk earlier today. Make sure if you're not already subscribed to Trill Boxing Talk on YouTube, shout out to Black Fight Fan, 78 Sports, and CC Reacts, and shout out to the champ Deontay Wilder. If you're not subscribed to Trill Boxing Talk, please go ahead and do so. As you see in the clip that I played here right before the video, this is from their show earlier today. And, Black Fight Fan asked Deontay Wilder a question in regard to potential opponents. Of course, Deontay Wilder is pushing hard for the Andy Ruiz fight. That's the fight that, you know, PBC has been talking about that they're interested in. That's the fight that a lot of fans have said that they want to see. I mean, I've been wanting to see Andy Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder for quite some time now. I think it's a really good fight, really fun, stylistic matchup. Just a really good fight, man. Wilder coming off of an incredible, like a routine first round knockout versus Robert Helenius, where he barely grazed the guy. And I mean, the incredible power that Deontay Wilder has and that he possessed, it's amazing, and it's mind boggling just to barely touch somebody and they hurt bad. You know what I'm saying? Had came back after having a layoff. After his trilogy with Tyson Fury, the only man that ever beat Deontay Wilder. And I thought it was just a great way to come back, man. Just to let everybody know, I done lost a couple of fights, but come on, bro. These other motherfuckers ain't really fucking with me. Like, if we being real, like, I'll still touch one of you motherfuckers and put you under. You dig what I'm saying? Like, put your ass down there. You feel me? So I thought that was a great comeback, and Deontay Wilder is looking for his next opponent. And Andy Ruiz had his last fight versus Luis Ortiz, a guy that Deontay Wilder had stopped twice. He had a really, a back and forth with Luis Ortiz, man, and in a really competitive, just a fun fight, a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Good scrap. So Andy Ruiz coming off a win, Deontay Wilder coming off a win. So I think that's a great match. However, in talking about potential future opponents, Black Fight Fan asked about a potential Francis Ngannou fight, a guy that is the heavyweight who has been the heavyweight champion for quite some time in the UFC. One of the most dangerous guys on the planet. If we're talking about pound for pound, just as far as fighting in general, not boxing, not MMA, just fighting, this guy could very well be the most dangerous guy on the planet, along with John Jones. You did what I'm saying? Along with a Deontay Wilder and a Tyson Fury. Like, these guys are in the conversation, being at heavyweight, being at the highest level of their craft. These guys are considered the most dangerous guys in the sport. And to see or to even imagine a matchup between Deontay Wilder and Francis Ngannou, two powerhouses. Deontay Wilder is arguably the hardest hitting puncher to ever lace up gloves. Francis Ngannou recently dropped a video on his YouTube channel talking about why he left the UFC, talked about how Dana White and them pretty much gave him a shitty contract. He's put in all the work to prove himself on, how he should get paid, how he should be treated as a champion and a great fighter, how he didn't want to trap himself in a bad contract. So now he's at this point in his career, he's built up a certain level of notoriety, a following. He's built up, accomplishments and a resume, that, warrant him to be treated as such. And now he just wants his freedom. He wants to explore his options. And one of the things that he said in that video was that he wants to go to boxing before he comes back to the UFC or before he comes back to MMA. And in that video, he showed clips of him showing up to Wilder's training. He and Wilder are really cool. Deontay Wilder, as you saw in that clip, talked about how he's really cool with Ngannou, how he sat down with Dana White and discussed a potential matchup. But the interesting thing in this is that Deontay Wilder said that he is willing not only to fight Ngannou in boxing, but in the second fight to go into MMA and fight Ngannou in his own home court, home field advantage. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder said, you come to my house, I come to your house. Now that's some real shit. That's some gangster shit if you want to be real. Like, that's how you know Deontay Wilder really a real fighter, bro. Like, he really got that dog in him. You're not gonna really see no other boxers that have brought guys over to boxing that's willing to go over into the UFC. Everybody knows all the money is in boxing. If you want to get paid big, you can get a bigger check in boxing before you would in MMA. So that's reason number one. But two, there's a huge risk for both guys, but the reason that those MMA fighters are willing to risk it and go to boxing is because the check. Before a boxer is like, why the fuck would I go over here and fight you knowing I ain't gonna make the same money that we can make in the boxing ring? That right there lets you know that Deontay Wilder really a real dog. He really a real dog, bruh. And that also shows you that he has a very high level of respect for Francis. Because he's like, bruh, you gonna show love and come fight me in my sport. I'm gonna show that same love back and give you an opportunity to bring me into your world so you can have an advantage. And then we'll see what happens. And Ngannou, man, is an incredible fighter. Very massive guy, a huge guy, powerhouse. You know, has power in both hands. Of course, he has the ground game. Deontay Wilder, we know what he can do when it comes to power. Both guys are great standing up and fighting on their feet, man. I think this will be a blockbuster pay-per-view event. I think it'll be huge as a boxing match, and it'll be big to see Deontay Wilder in a UFC event or MMA cage, whoever is hosting it, whatever the league is. I think it'll be incredible, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. What do y'all think about a potential Wilder versus Ngannou fight? What does that look like in boxing? What does it look like in MMA? And who you got winning? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Contender regime boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.